Just needing to settle in, and then I think you'll see his arm.
Look out! The ball, is it out? He got just swallowed up by Gary.
We talked about earlier, the same thing that happened to Hoyer. You get a really wide rush off the side, and Isaiah Wynn can't get out there, and it looks like it's going to be Green Bay ball. Huge.
Hello everyone, I am here to start another series called Player Spotlight, and the first player I will cover is Packers edge rusher Rashan Gary, who has been the Packers MVP on the defensive side so far this season, maybe even the best player on the team so far this year. So far in 2022, the Packers have had one of the best defenses in the NFL, and there are many contributors on that side of the ball like Devontae Campbell, Jair Alexander, and Preston Smith. But Rashan Gary has arguably made bigger contributions than any other player I just mentioned. Before I talk about the kind of season Rashan Gary is having and how the rest of the season could pan out for him, let's get to know him first. Coming out of high school, Rashan Gary was the consensus #1 overall recruit in the 2016 class. USA Today named him an All-American and the Defensive Player of the Year. 247 Sports has him as one of the only 5 players to have a perfect rating. The other 4 players are Jadeveon Clowney, Robert M. Kimdichie, Vince Young, and Ernie Sims. Gary was getting offers from Clemson, USC, Auburn, and Ole Miss, but he ended up committing to Michigan, the first and only time the Wolverines got the #1 recruit in the country. Gary had a pretty successful college career, had 119 total tackles, 23 for a loss, and 9.5 sacks. He was named first team All-Big Ten in 2017 and in 2018. After the 2018 season, Rashan Gary declared for the draft. His stats weren't flashy, but his combine numbers caught the attention of many NFL teams. At the time, his raw score was the 9th highest of all time among edge rushers. It is currently the 12th highest of all time. His insane athleticism was enough to get him drafted by the Green Bay Packers 12th overall. He was the 4th edge rusher selected in the draft behind Nick Bosa, Clelin Ferrell, and Josh Allen. Rashan Gary's first 2 years in the NFL didn't pan out the way Packers fans were hoping they would. His rookie season was not very productive as he saw only limited playing time due to Zadarius Smith and Preston Smith playing extremely well, and when he was playing, he was having a hard time making tackles. Gary's second season saw him getting more playing time and improvements in getting to the quarterback and making tackles, but he was still not living up to the expectations Packers fans were giving him after he was selected 12th overall. But 2021 would be the year Gary finally broke out and proved his worthiness of being selected 12th overall, as he would have career highs in every stat category possible, led the Packers in sacks, quarterback hits, and pressures, and finished top 10 in the NFL in all of those categories I just mentioned. Gary was one of the only players in the NFL to not have a missed tackle during the season. Rashan Gary had finally arrived and showed the NFL how good he is, but he had not earned the recognition he deserved as he was a Pro Bowl snub and hadn't garnered the attention he deserved. He has everyone's attention so far in 2022, as he is currently tied in sacks with Khalil Mack and trails Alex Highsmith by half a sack. As you can tell by his overall numbers 4 games into the season, he's even better at getting to the backfield than he was last year. Based on his averages through 4 games, Gary is on pace to have his most productive season ever and put himself in a conversation for Defensive Player of the Year. Gary keeps on getting better and better and could be one of the best defensive players in the NFL for years to come. I bet you the Raiders wish they would have drafted him. That is it for today's video. Do you guys think Rashan Gary has an early case for Defensive Player of the Year or not? Let me know in the comments. Hope you guys have a great day and I will see you later. Peace.